It's okay. It's okay. Ian Gary's not champ, guys. It's okay. Okay. What's going on, guys? It's your boy J Dog. UFC 330 just went down, and as I said, on paper this looks like a trash pay per view, but it delivered. It was a very good card. It was a very good card overall. Um, and yeah, we went 9-3 on predictions. And the ones we got wrong, two of them were big underdogs. All three of them were underdogs, but two of them were big underdogs. So they're a little valid, but not really. But we'll get into it. Let's just get into it. To pick oral by. I thought Jeremiah Wells was a small welterweight, but he was like the same size as Oral by, which Oral by was a 155er, but he was like the same size. Obviously, a bit more like defined muscularly, and literally he was cracking Oralby on the feet, but Oralby was up 2 rounds, and third round cracks him ninja choke and puts Oralby out cold, and as the big underdog he wins and he gets performance of the night. So this one I got wrong, but yeah, crazy big underdog clutches up. I'm pretty sure he was saying he half retired, but I think he's said he's actually retired. I think I saw a backstage. I think I saw a clip of a backstage interview, and he said, yeah, he's retiring probably. So I don't know fully, but yeah, good win for Wells, to be honest, because Oralby has a lot of hype. But yeah, Oralby was getting cracked by him multiple times, so it's gonna be interesting to see how he does with some of these bigger strikers at welterweight. Uh, Neil Magny versus Ramiz Brahimaj. Neil Magny wins as a slight underdog. I thought he was gonna win though, so I picked him. I thought Ramiz gassed out really bad against Soriano in his last fight, and this one he gassed out somehow even worse because he was the third round was horrible for him, but this time literally one round, second round he's gassed fully, so he had nothing there. So Neil was able to TKO him. I thought he was gonna get the sub, to be honest, but he got the TKO in round. He got the TKO in round 2. Yeah, so it's a good win. Neil Magny's logging up most wins in like UFC history or in welterweight history. I think he has the most in welterweight history, but he he just keeps jumping higher and higher with the limit. Rafael Tobias versus Lucas Fernando. Lucas Fernando looked really good, dude. Um, he threw like 2 times. He threw like a spinning wheel kick or a spinning like body kick or something, and he fell down both times. So that wasn't a good look. I was scared. But cracking Tobias, dropping him with jabs, hurt him in the third with that knee, where he finished him. Really good win for Lucas. Well, Lucas Fernando looked really good. Tobias looks absolute trash. Yeah, I don't know how many fights this guy got in the UFC, but I don't see him really doing well in the UFC for Tobias. Um, so yeah, really good win for Fernando. I'm excited to see him fight again, and especially see him fight higher level competition eventually, and see how well he does against those guys. Luque versus Gore. It was a good scrap, decent scrap. Honestly, I was very surprised by Luque, his toughness he had, but also Gore's toughness, because Luque was honestly close getting TKO, and I thought he would have probably honestly quit in that moment, just because we haven't seen him be like very tough, I feel like, in his last couple fights. And Gore as well, locked in a Darce choke. Luque didn't have the perfect positioning, but had Gore in a good Darce choke, and if he got him to his side, he probably would have finished the fight, but Gore kept it calm and was able to get out of it. And then last like 10 seconds, Luque threw that flying knee and hits Gore, obviously, but we don't realize till after the fight, Gore literally lost his front 4 teeth, and they're showing them on the camera. Like, holy, what a guy. And he gets the win. And yeah, it was a decent scrap, to be honest. Good win for Gore, and good performance by Luque, low-key. He was a little tired, it seemed like, because he was probably going hard on that finish when he had him in the Darce choke, but that's why he maybe got tired, but otherwise, they both look decent. Dante Johnson versus Eric McConaughey. Bro, I was literally going to drop a YouTube video for Eric McConaughey, because I was literally debating switching my pick to McConaughey, and so I cooked up a thumbnail. I was like, should I record a video where I'm glazy McConaughey and gonna switch my pick, but I didn't. I just was like, I don't know. There's just something I just didn't feel right. So, and yeah, Johnson gets him out of there in the first round, a minute 38. It was like even fight, in the beginning, literally only a minute 40, but you know it was McConaughey had his moments. Johnson had his moments, but just gets through the guard and cracks him and throws two nasty follow-up shots out cold. Johnson's now beat Dumas, Brundage, and McConaughey, so obviously needs to step up the level of competition, but he, at least this time, he got a finish. The Brundage split decision wasn't a good look, which I know McConaughey had a split decision with Brundage too, but just going split decision with Brundage isn't good. So here he got a good highlight finish. Good for him. Charles Johnson versus Eduardo Cipollone. So I originally picked Jose Ochoa, and I never posted an updated prediction video. But I'll show you guys here. But when I posted my Saturday picks, these were my picks for Saturday. These are the picks for Saturday. I did pick Charles Johnson eventually on Saturday morning to beat him. So I went with Charles Jourdain eventually. Whoops. And I'm happy he won. I'm happy he won low key. You know, I'm not a big fan of him. He is good, but I don't really want him to win fights when he's depending on who he's versing. And most of the time, it's like Jose Ochoa, Bruno Silva, Asua Mabaya. Like, all the guys he fights, I just want the other guy to win. And so I was low-key looking forward to Jose Ochoa beating him. And I think Jose Ochoa may have beat him. But, yeah, Johnson gets fouled twice, kneed on the ground, and eye poked. It's a good thing they took a point away, but got cracked in the second round, dropped and wobbled, running around the cage. It wasn't looking good. I literally thought he was going to get finished that round. But it goes into round 3. It's a 9-9 round 1 and then 10-9 for Eduardo. So Johnson's fighting for a draw or he's got to get the finish. And he goes and gets the Scottish Twister, apparently it's called. I thought it... My brother was like, what was that? What was that? I said, I think it was a Twister, but... Like, it looked like a Twister, but apparently it's a Scottish Twister. So apparently that's what it is, specifically. But I'm happy he got the win. I thought, yeah, short notice, I thought he was going to do better against Eduardo, but he still got cracked. So I think Ochoa, with them both having a full camp, Ochoa probably would have cracked him and finished him. But, yeah, Eduardo, short notice, cracked him, wasn't able to get the finish, and Johnson subs him with a Scottish Twister. And he gets the performance bonus, obviously. So good by Johnson, but... He's still looking chinny, so we'll see how he does in the next one. And then Chidi Njokuani versus Joel Alvarez. I have nothing to say about this. This was low-key really, really boring. The broadcast was literally saying this is like a this isn't even like a sparring match. This is like a... Oh, wait, no. Maybe they said that about the co-main. Sorry. Never mind. But, like, it was kind of like a sparring match. They're just standing there menacingly. And Chidi just had more output with the leg kicks and the body kicks. And when Joel Alvarez would get in close, Chidi was able to use his kicks to keep distance and regain his distance for his game plan, obviously. And so, yeah, Chidi won. I thought Chidi won, but I did pick Joel Alvarez. And so I did get this one wrong. Crazy looking at the odds now that Alvarez was that big and with the performance he put on. So... yeah, I got this one wrong. Good win for Chidi. Honestly, I don't know, like, who Chidi's beat. Like, when I look at the names of who he's beat, it's, like, nobody's. But I know he lost to, like, Carlos Leal and, who was the other guy he fought, bro? Jake Matthews, that's who it was. So, good to see him finally get a win against a decent opponent. But I think Joel Alvarez, I know he's big, but, like, I think 155 was his decision. Because at welterweight, he fought Vicente Luque. And he did beat Vicente Luque, but he had a 100% finish streak, and Luque made him not have a 100% finish streak now. And that was at 170. Then fights Amazov, who is very good, and gets finished by Amazov. And then he fights Chitty, and Chitty's not that great, and he loses and looks horrible. So I think welterweight's not his class. If he stays at welterweight, I just feel like he's not going to do well against a lot of these guys. But if he goes down to 155 and can make that weight again, I feel like that's where he'll do better and be like his normal self, honestly, having that size advantage over those guys and everything. So I think 55 is where he's got to go, but if he stays at 70 because he can't go to 55 again, yeah, I don't think it's going to go well for him. Main card, Edson Barboza versus Esteban Rijovic. Yeah, not much. Edson Barboza had some, like, good moments of seconds, like, some good punches and kicks, I guess. But Esteban, the whole way, was just dominating the fight. And eventually gets the finish. Edson Barboza's, his shin was cut open. He was cut up and bruised up going into the second round. So, good stoppage. Standing TKO, but good stoppage, man. Esteban gets it done. This one I got wrong. This is the other big underdog. Dustin Stoltzfus beats Mansour Abdulmalik, and I'm a big Mansour Abdulmalik guy. I was kind of backing him for a lot of the time. I picked him. I don't know if I picked him to beat Nick Klein when he fought in Seattle, but I picked him to beat Tricoli. I picked him to beat Brundage, and he beat Brundage. Or I guess that went to a draw, right? Because of the head clash. And then this is crazy. I literally did believe he could beat Yusri Belgarui. And I picked him to beat Yusri Belgarui. And then he lost. And fair enough, Yusri's a demon. But then he comes and he loses to Dustin Stoltzfus and doesn't look good. Like, he was gassed in the second round. He just did not look good. And so I just don't know if he's going to go far in this division or in the UFC, because to be honest, looking back at it, if we're honestly when he lost his fight, I had to look back, bro, and let's be for real, I don't know what the piss I was doing, bro. Like, I don't know what I was looking at, but he beat Dusko Tavorovich, not a good win. He beat Nick Klein, not a good win. He went to a draw with Brundage, not a great win. Beat Tricoli, not a good win. He literally had 4 not good wins, and I still believed he was going to beat Belgarui. And Stoltzfus, honestly, Stoltzfus is probably better than Tricoli. Stoltzfus would probably beat Klein. Him and Brundage might have a close fight, honestly, but I'm just saying, he probably is his second best competition, honestly, behind Belgarui. And obviously he lost to him, but like he beat all these guys, and out of his 2 losses, it's these 2, but that's why he's losing. I'm just surprised of how bad he looked, and I was like, it's crazy. So I don't know if I can defend Mansour Abdulmalik. If he fights another bum next time, I feel like I'll be backing him, but if I see a little bit of an edge of a competitive fight, I might be going with his opponent next time, and I don't think he's going to be this big of a favorite going into his next couple fights. So, yeah, very disappointed in Mansour, but I think it might be over for Mansour Abdulmalik fans, and I might have to hop off the train. I don't know. We'll see, man, because it just wasn't looking good in his last 2 fights at all. And Dustin Stoltzfus, I don't rate him super high, like super, super good, but yeah, he was able to beat Mansour, so I don't know what to say. But and I literally picked Mansour to sub Dustin in the second round, and Dustin subs Mansour in the second round. So fair play, man. Jalen he deserves the performance of the night bonus, though, and I'm happy that as the big underdog in Philly, I think he's from Philly, so him as the big underdog getting the hometown win, I feel I'm happy for him. But yeah. Jalen Turner versus Quay Fernandez, 50-50 fight, man, but Jalen gets it done in 39 seconds, so fair play to Jalen. Caught Quay when he was, I thought so he didn't even get to the point of Fernandez throwing leg kicks to overtime to see how much it would hurt Turner, but Yeah, throws a spinning elbow, doesn't land it. Jalen just pieces him up. Ground and pound was nasty, where I thought it could have been stopped, and then he actually put him out cold. So that's where he stopped it, obviously. So oof. Good win for Turner. Happy for him. Gets performance of the night bonus. Co-main event, Mackenzie Dern, Jillian Robert. Oh, what the piss. Jillian Robertson. I'm like burping or hiccuping. I don't know, bruh. I picked Dern, and I was I was rooting for Jillian. As the Canadian, I wanted her to bring the belt home to Canada, but I did pick Dern because I thought she would, doing what she did. I thought she was the superior striker, which she was. I felt like Jillian didn't have a lot there, and Jillian wasn't able to get the takedowns, and Dern was able to get the takedowns easily and hold her down and get her down. I think Jillian was really good. She's obviously good on the ground, so she was able to stop a lot of the submissions Mackenzie was doing. Maybe that first round, if there was more time, she would be able to get that rear naked choke, even though Jillian was working to stop it from getting tight. She was doing a very good job, but maybe if there was like another minute, she may have finished it. But other than that, Jillian was able to stop all the submissions that Mackenzie Dern was applying. And she had a good fifth round, you know. She won the fifth round, sorry, but she was able to reverse and get on top, but not enough ground and pound until the last 10 seconds, and not enough. And she didn't really go for any kind of submission to get the finish. So, decent win by Dern. Just because, honestly, I saw a stat. Jillian's last 5 opponents, all of their last fights combined are 0-19. They literally haven't won a fight. It's like 0-4, 0-5, 0-5, 0-3, 0-4, something like that, bro. So her competition, literally looking back, was not great, and they haven't been on win streaks or anything. And so, yeah, it's not a great win for Dern just because seeing who Jillian has beat for a win streak. But regardless, she beat the number 5 chick. She beat the number 1 chick now. I guess who's there? Suarez is there. Maybe Zhang Wei Li. We'll see what's next for her. And I think she probably beats Suarez because Suarez ain't good on the feet, and Dern's decent on the ground to compete with Suarez. But Dean Thomas saying he's retiring from cornering. Bro, like, I want to say this. I feel bad for Jillian because that's like such a bad thing to hear. Like, he's like, I taken Jillian as far as she can go, and so I'm retiring from cornering. It's like, she literally failed in the striking, the strength and conditioning, the grappling, because you are her head coach. So you failed her. She did fail you by not implying it, but you also failed her by not getting her ready for this title fight or being able to compete. And the cornering, hearing him in the corner, his cornering advice to Robertson sucked, and he's acting like, as I said, it's not his fault. Like, Jillian messed it all up. And then he's like looking at the camera. He's like, I'm retiring from cornering. Like, acting like he's the main character. Like, do it in private. Or, like, we'll get, like, a private interview with you with, like, I don't know, MMA Junkie or something. Or you on Deep Waters, right? Saying that you're not going to do it anymore. Doing it, like, half an hour after the fight, or like an hour after the fight just happened, you're like, yeah, I'm done, bruh. I tried to get her to the championship belt. But at the same time, I feel bad that Jillian, like, her head coach is like dogging her. But at the same time, this might be good for Jillian. She might get a better coach, better head coach, better team maybe, and she'll come back stronger. So we'll see. Decent win for Dern. Sucks Canada wasn't able to get the belt. Main event, Islam Makhachev versus Ian Machado Gary. Islam won the fight, clearly. If you want to say it was 4-1, 3-2. I thought it was 3-2. I thought it was 3-2. I could see you saying it was 4-1, but I thought it was 3-2, honestly. Very tough fight for Islam, and 17 fight win streak. He's literally one of the best in the world still, proving it. There's the whole GOAT talk I've been seeing online, if he's better than John Jones and stuff. I don't know if I'll get into that in this video. We'll see. But I just want to talk about the fight. Islam first round able to get Gary down and kind of hold him there and win the first round. Gary had good takedown defense, to be honest. Like, um, instead of just falling straight to his back, he had like a good way to stay on his feet a bit. And so Islam won the first round, just holding him against the fence there. Round 2 was Islam's best round. Obviously, head kicks Ian Gary. We got that clip. So happy we got a highlight clip from him. But yeah, knocks Ian Gary down, follows him up, throwing punches, gets him on the ground. I think he had a darts choke at one point, not locked in, but was going for it in that second round still too. Clearly wins that second round. Third round was closer, where I think you could give it to Ian, I feel like, but also you could give it to Islam. So that's why I see the 4-1 or the 3-2. I think I gave it to Gary. That's why I say 3-2. But yeah, closer round. Ian Gary finally started striking. I don't know why. I think Ian Gary honestly could have won this fight, but he just wasn't striking in those first 2 rounds. Third round, better striking, touching Islam up. Islam still shoots and gets him down, but not enough to win the round. Ian still won that round, I feel like. Well, sorry, that's the close round. He could win that round, but I thought Ian won it. Fourth round, Ian does better in the striking, hurting Islam, backing him up. Lots of body kicks, lots of kicks to the head that Islam was blocking. That was a clear Gary round. So, and then the fifth round, Islam comes in and takes him down. Ian stops it, and gets to his feet, but Islam dumps him, and gets to his back, hooks in, looking for a submission, trying to get the sub, but I think Ian just kind of accepted it at that point, so that he was going to lose, and so he just wanted to defend and not get finished. Instead of, like, trying to get back up, and win that round, I think he just kind of, like, was like, I'm not going to get finished here, so he just stayed on the ground. Islam tried to sub him, couldn't get it, and Ian Gary defended well there, but Islam wins rounds 1, 2, and 5, maybe 3, but yeah, very tough fight for Islam, and I think Prates and Morales, they are very, very dangerous. Very more dangerous than Gary in the striking, but way worse in the grappling. And so I do think Islam would beat Prates and Morales because of the grappling. I think he would be able to get them down and sub them. Where with Gary, Gary's better on the ground, so Gary wouldn't let him sub him. But I feel like Morales and Prates, they would get subbed by Makhachev, but there is obviously that chance that he gets clipped on the feet. So it's going to be a close fight, but I'm more confident in Islam beating them now that he beat Gary, to be honest. Although Gary didn't strike a ton in this fight, but yeah, good win for Islam. I think he might be the GOAT over Jon Jones because of the level of competition. Because guys I'll quickly just say this, I guess, because I said I don't know if I'm going to get into it. I think Islam might be the GOAT of the sport. I'm not going to argue with anyone that Jones or Islam, like, no, it is Islam. Jones is not. Islam is the GOAT. I'm not going to fight anyone over that. The reason I think it's close still at this moment, but I feel like Islam's fought guys that are better in the era. Like, guys back in Jon Jones's era weren't that great, where guys in Makhachev's eras they're really, really good. And just like, he's never failed a drug test. He's never missed weight. Jones has obviously failed drug tests. I don't know if Jones has missed weight. Jones has done stuff outside the octagon. I guess we can't really talk about that because we're talking about fighting. So I want to talk about stuff outside the octagon, but he's popped for PEDs. He's vacated the title before because of the PEDs. Islam hasn't popped at all. Islam hasn't missed weight. Jones, I don't know if he's missed weight. And I just feel like the level of competition, like, Jones wins, Chael Sonnen, I guess, Alexander Gustafsson, DC the first time. I just feel like those are, like, decent names. But he's beat, like, Gary, Poirier, Volk twice. The Moicano one, you can't really count much. He beat Jack, 2-division weight champion, in a harder weight class. Like Jones went up to heavyweight where he fought Cyril Gahn, which is a decent one, and Stipe, which isn't a good one. and that's heavyweight compared to Islam, who went to welterweight, which is a banging division. Like, lots of great guys here, like Prates and Morales, obviously. And he beat Jack, who's very, very good. Like, he is very good. And he beat Gary, who is very good, too. So, I think Islam's above on the GOAT list currently, but I'm not going to fight anyone over it. Like, it is what it is, man. So, anyway, this is kind of like 322, honestly. Like, women's co-main event is mid. And then an Islam title fight where he kind of doesn't do much in it. But he did get the knockdown with the head kick, to be honest. But I think this was decent. Like, I would like, the main event wasn't horrible, as bad as the Jack. I don't think it was worse than the Jack fight. I think the Jack fight was worse. So at least this was a bit more exciting, to be honest. But yeah, overall, we got the first one wrong because we didn't expect it. But then we got these two right, so we're 2-1. 3-1, 4-1, 5-1. Got this one wrong, so 5-2. This one right, 6-2, 6-3, and then we got this, so 7-3, 8-3, 9-3. So we went 9-3 on the card. The card was pretty good overall, you know, decent finishes, a lot of finishes, to be honest. We hit the scorecards 1, 2, 3, 4 times. We hit the scorecards 4 times, but some devious knockouts, and yeah. It was a good card overall, I think. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. I got... Oh, crap. I gotta drop my... Okay, I'm dropping my Dana White Contender Series video today. I forgot. I'm dropping my Dana White Contender Series video today. And, yeah. I got the Contender Series video coming out today. And then I got predictions for next week coming out on Tuesday. So, make sure you guys watch those. Like, comment, subscribe, do all the good stuff. I appreciate y'all. I'll see you guys in the next video. Deuces.